It's your boy T Hyphen. I'm in here with a special guest.
Say it, baby.
You know what I'm saying? My man Doc Rasheed.
Good morning,
Hodges.
everybody.
Dr. Hodge, man. Right. The first question is, Doc, can weed cure coronavirus? No, I'm just joking.
No, there's no right now a virus cure for a virus, but CBD, cannabidiol, cannabis, even cannabidiol without THC is antiviral, not just antiviral, it's antiplasmodial, anti-cancer. Anyone with digestive issues, cannabis can help you with that. I'm talking Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis. Yeah, so CBD in itself, anti-seizure. There's a FDA-approved drug, Dolex, which is pure CBD, FDA approved, and that's the only clinical evidence we have for CBD, which comes from hemp. Hemp and cannabis are the same.
Okay.
The genus species is Cannabis sativa L. The family is Cannabaceae. Hemp, again, has a level of THC of 0.3.
Okay.
And since the Farm Bill 2018, we have hemp products legal in all 50 states that can cross state line. But if it has THC over points, that is cannabis. They're both cannabis. One has lower THC and was bred by us for textile uses, for rope, clothes.
I heard they made parachutes out of hemp.
Yeah. Them 9 boats that came over here, the Nina, all that crap you were sold.
Yeah.
That was made out of hemp.
Out of hemp.
The sail was made out of hemp fibers. Slaves grew hemp. We're more important to grow hemp in Kentucky, in Georgia, in Virginia than cotton.
Wow.
Because one slave can grow way more acres of hemp.
Okay.
And Virginia was against the law to not grow hemp. And now we're doing it again. So
that's what I heard.
Long-winded question.
I heard it was
long-winded answer, my bad.
Like I heard it was the stop of the hemp sales after I forgot what war it was, but they was using it for everything, and then all of a sudden they kind of like banned hemp and came out.
Yeah.
It was, it turned out,
Yeah.
So it was
There's
bad.
There's truth in that. There was a lot of cannabis in the popular jazz clubs at the time. And, it was a lot of segregation. But in these jazz clubs, there was some brothers smoking cannabis.
Yeah.
Smoking weed. And then people outside looking in was like, hey, man, this plant is causing white women to fuck brothers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Turn them out.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
It's a lot of negative. That was the stigma.
Okay.
That's this failed war on drugs.
Yeah.
Cannabis was the #1 prescribed drug by physicians. 1890, 1930 in this country. Eli Lilly, Johnson & Johnson, some popular names.
Right, okay.
If you ever took a Bayer aspirin, these old pharmaceutical companies have been raking in money. But in the pharmaceutical world, in the medical world, we use it as concoctions.
Okay.
We would take the cannabis, boil off the cannabinoids, the terpenoids. It was obviously already deep, but we used it as tinctures, concoctions. South of the border, in Mexico, they used cannabis historically as in joints.
Oh.
So when the United States beat 1900, we beat them, right? They started migrating hundreds. The Great Depression happened.
Shit, yeah.
Now you got white dudes, these Mexican immigrants begging for scraps.
Yeah.
And you know what they did? They said, hey man, they be doing that dope though. And that's what they were calling it marijuana. It has very negative racist beginnings with Mexicans.
I feel you. Okay, I see that.
So
I see what you're saying now.
You smoking that marijuana?
Yeah.
Hey man, hire me.
Right.
And because of the Great Depression that happened, and then when the pharmaceutical world figured out how to use the hypodermic needle, they said, "Oh shit, we developed this hypodermic needle."
What year was that around?
In the 1930s.
Wow. After the Depression.
So all the naturopathic medicine that we grew up, our culture, collard greens, pot liquor, chicken
Right.
noodle
Big
soup,
Mama's medicine.
elderberry,
Yeah.
cannabis,
Yeah.
hemp,
The
sea
big
moss.
the big farms came out.
Big Pharma was like, we got this, and then they learned how to. Y'all heard of prill presses in every community's now.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
they had to reverse the way every culture used medicine, sell it modern medicine.
Okay.
And so they sold modern medicine, making everything criminalized, and boom.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
The war on drugs.
it's always money. The healthcare industry is $1 trillion business.
Well, how many times I said that?
Stop
I told
it.
everybody.
Look how they started. They create a wave, brainwash you, boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
See,
And get you to forget about the indigenous way.
tell them, Doc. You heard it from a
Yeah.
Doc. So speaking on that, let's take it back. Do you remember the first time you fell in love?
Fuck yeah. That's a great question. I fell in love with the bud 2012, man. I'm 47, right?
Okay.
So you imagine what my coloring books looked like in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade.
Right.
Crime Dog,
Right.
McGruff.
Okay.
I grew up with Reagan,
Right.
the war on drugs. I grew up with
This is
watching
your brain
that,
on drugs.
that commercial
Cracking
with
the
a
egg.
fucking frying pan and
That was torture, man.
all these
And that was
lies.
it. That was yeah.
But the propaganda was big. They
That's
used Whitney
great.
Houston. These all these great
Yeah.
singers that sing about these drugs, and they were using drugs.
Yeah.
So as a
Damn.
youth, I fell for the pump fake.
Yeah.
I avoided it, bro.
Mm.
Came down to Atlanta, Morehouse, man. Nah, bro.
Right, right.
Like, that's for you, bro.
Right, right.
I didn't have my first
Yeah, that's good though.
squares.
Damn.
Square, right?
Yeah, that's great.
So, never, as a physician, urine drug of cannabis, you gotta understand how much money these labs make. Millions.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Y'all, in 2000, I'm playing basketball, break my neck. I'm a physician. I work in pain management,
Yeah.
bro. I write opioids. I know opioids are gonna cause constipation.
Yes,
They're gonna
sir.
tell me, man, you're not in the chair. You didn't die.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Be happy to be alive. Right? Be happy to be
bro,
alive.
I'm in pain. Answer to my pain I can think of is a bullet in my head.
Damn.
This ain't no
Right.
Z-Pack.
Right.
People dealing with chronic conditions. It's not like you take 2 pills Monday, 1 pill Tuesday, Wednesday,
Right,
Thursday,
right.
Friday. You good.
Right. That,
No,
that
this
ain't
is
that.
this is the rest of your life.
Jeez. And you can't
This is the rest of your life.
you can't move like this. You
Whatever
can't-
it is, if it's fibro, if it's ALS, if it's I'm not the only one dealing with a
Right.
chronic condition, but it's the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And it's a hard pill to
Yeah.
swallow.
Yeah.
Comprehensive approach, because chronic conditions is not just hurting me physical and soul.
Yeah.
People with chronic pain, it'll deteriorate your relationship with God.
Yeah. 'Cause you're not thinking the same.
Whatever the pain is,
Yeah.
if it's emotional trauma or physical
Yeah.
trauma. So here I am suffering no relief. I'm in a state at the time where I'm, and I'm like, dog, this people, I think they found the answer to chronic pain in Cali, Colorado,
Okay, yeah.
Washington.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, man, I'm doing my research. Most users are using this for chronic pain. I'm like, shit, boom, let me try. I remember buying my first ounce.
Yeah.
I was scared as hell
See.
at Atlantic Station.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, holy, I ain't never seen an ounce of weed.
Damn.
And I'm expecting it to be like in some like private dude walked in the bathroom like, yo, what's up? I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all
They
Zanies.
won't get off him.
No, not their fault.
They need him.
Not their fault. You become very
So,
dependent.
so why does
Thank you.
why are they so quick to prescribe something to a person without at least knowing like they talk like a addictive type of person like who got that type of product like that's dangerous to like
It's shame on the physicians. It's shame on the pharmacists, because people understand like substance abuse. Like if you had a first degree relative that deals with addiction or or opioid use disorder or alcohol use disorder, we don't call it addiction no more. We don't say you clean if someone's all those derogatory cannabis use disorder if someone's opioid use disorder. But if you have a first degree relative, and a lot of people don't know their mom, dad, or aunt that was one, you have a 30% 50% chance of becoming an alcoholic
Damn.
with one sip.
Damn.
Yeah, genetically.
So it's a slippery
So
slope.
you
out
got to
there.
have a detailed family history.
Mm.
What's your support system like? How much sleep do you get? Have you ever used this drug? Do you abuse it? Do you ever, because if you're abusing one thing, that could be a gateway to more.
Damn. So it really is genetic. It's not like you just
It's
get it
genetic
from
and
watching.
environmental.
Yeah, from watching and family.
There's two approaches to this addiction
Yeah.
and gateway. There's the genetic approach, and then there's the environmental approach. If I live in a community, there's only two bars
Mm-hmm.
and one dealer versus someone else. One of us can live in a community when there's a liquor store on every corner,
Right.
and there's 12 dope dealers.
Right.
Just
Right.
living,
You're
growing
right.
up in one environment versus the
Yeah.
other environment. Give you predispose you
Yeah.
to addiction.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
So what do you think about like the kids that they say because they just like to run around, they too fast or just too aggressive or they too
That's too quick. I think they would need more cognitive behavior therapy, because anyone taking a drug like a benzodiazepine, and trust me, I was prescribed opiates by the buckets.
damn.
No one's going to question it because I broke my neck.
Right.
And I was prescribed benzos because I couldn't sleep. I was in the chair for 3
Dang.
months, right? Now, ask me what was harder to get off. I know. Benzos
It was the
and
benzos.
Ambien.
God
Oh,
damn.
man.
How
Took
did
me like 8 months, bro.
how did you know when you like damn, like I'm on it, I need it, I can't do without it.
Just
like
like-
I got a problem.
Just like coffee. Coffee's a drug, right?
Yeah.
Forget that.
Yes,
Because
sir.
of caffeine,
Yes,
right?
it is.
So,
I'm
you
addicted.
know how
I'm an
like
addict.
back in the day we used to be like, ew, black coffee, ew,
Yeah.
we put all this stomach bubble
Yeah.
and it was good.
Yeah.
And because of tolerance, you drinking 4 or 5 cups of coffee plus Red Bull, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that regular commodity that you can buy as much as you want, just like alcohol, you understand intolerance. The first drink, you was slapped.
Yeah.
You was slumped over a couple
Yeah.
of shots. Now
Yeah.
you can do 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Tolerance, right?
Yeah.
Same thing happens with opioids. Same things happens with benzos. So how do you know? I'm taking 2 or 3 Ambien at night. And maybe getting a couple hours. But one Ambien used to work 8 hours. I'm not stupid. Okay, what suppresses your body? What suppresses respiratory? What suppresses
Jeez, yeah.
alertness? Oh, mix it. Alcohol
Ooh.
and benzos. Let me do that.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
Now you need
Because
it
I
all
was
the time.
desperate.
Yeah.
I was not sleeping.
Yeah.
So let me do the add. I know chemistry.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That-
And then hey, now, eye opener. Have you ever had the urge to slow down? Do you ever get mad about someone talking about your use? These are simple
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
2 out of 4.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a problem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a real simple.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's a fact. If you get
Yeah.
irritated with somebody say you doing something too much,
Yeah.
and you come with a dumb answer and an irritated answer, it might be somebody looking out for you. You have a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the pill popping culture, that just makes big pharma, that continues that hamster wheel,
That's
that
right.
$1 trillion industry, which they started.
Yeah.
But back in the day when someone was hyped or aggressive or had a rest of lavender,
Yeah.
they grabbed some lavender.
Right, okay.
Because what's in that
Wow.
lavender, there's some medicine, there's terpenes.
Wow.
Right? Called linalool. Linalool relaxes you. That's why those bath bombs have lavender, because of linalool.
God already made it.
terpenes. And that's gonna tire achy. You
Yeah.
got sore achy muscles. Throw
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
in the bath, you
Yeah.
chilling, and you relax, ready to go
Yep.
to sleep.
Yep.
The same terpenes are in cannabis too.
Okay.
Terpenes is that aromatic compound that gives cannabis its smell. The olfactory system is an important system
Okay.
in our body. Just like animals, just like dogs. It might not be, you might not be able to train us at 3 months
Right,
to
right,
smell
right.
cocaine
Right.
until we die.
Right. Right.
You
right.
might not be able to imprint it, but just like not to eat shit because it smells bad, right?
Yes, sir.
But and with cannabis, for my people that are waking and baking, pay attention to the chemovar, not the name. Pay attention to the CBD THC ratio.
What's the chemovar? I'm gonna rewind. that.
Chemovar is Okay, we can call it Granddaddy Perk. We can call it Pluto. These are names of cannabis, right?
Okay.
Irene,
Okay.
I was on Paris OG.
Okay.
All these names.
Right.
The names are going away
Okay.
because cannabis is looked at as a medicine now. So we in Chicago smoking some Paris OG, grew there, and then I go pick some up from California, it might be different. The
Okay.
CBD, THC, the colors might be off. So there's no consistency.
Right.
Because the labels are all false in
Right,
dispensaries.
right.
Only 30% of the labels that you guys buy from are actually accurate. So the future, what's happening now is this is medicine. So we pay attention to the newest labels. You know, if y'all off the street, go into a dispensary now because they keep updating the labels, regulation, right? They're gonna have CBD THC ratio.
Okay.
It's gonna have a stupid name. The names are gonna go away.
Yeah.
It's also gonna have the terpene profile, the major terpenes in there.
Okay.
Because terpenes are how we really get our entourage effect. You know, terpenes help protect us. Terpenes and CBD help. Well, say, hey, don't get too high, not too much THC.
Okay. Make
You
it
dig
a
what
level.
I'm saying?
Keep you at a level.
Right. So the major terpenes are going to be myrcene. Myrcene gives cannabis that earthy dirt smell. If you smell some and it smells like dirt, like earthy,
Yeah.
that dominant terpene is myrcene. And do some research. Myrcene's in mangoes. Myrcene's all
Damn.
around.
So that don't mean
us.
it's necessarily bad when it smells like dirt.
No, and that might help you. If a cannabis strand is over 0.05 in myrcene, that's an indica.
Okay.
But sativa indica hybrids going away because it doesn't make any sense. So that's why I'm saying don't care about the name. If you find a strand that you like, that chemivore,
Right.
focus on the CBD THC ratio.
Okay.
This is if knows what they talk, empower you on this show to be your own physician. Once you get this recommendation, you got to consider hand dexterity. A lot of you won't be able to grind. A lot of you will have arthritis, chronic pain. When I had my bad neuropathy, I couldn't grind weed, bro. I had hand weakness.
Yeah.
I had nerve pain plus myelopathy. I had myelopathy for multiple sclerosis,
Yeah,
ALS. Someone in the sickle cell crisis. That man at 3.5.
Right.
Why you sell them? They can't even smoke
Can't
it.
do it. Yeah.
Or why you sell something that's gonna cost them $60? They're gonna consume in 2 days.
That's crazy.
So if they bringing it back, hey, I'm done. Try different delivery methods. You don't know. You might not know. Hey, baked good or edible can cost you $40, but gives you 8 hours versus 2 hours.
Okay.
You know, you might have the hand dexterity to push a button.
Okay.
Vape for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Vape is just 3 components: a mouthpiece, a cartridge which has the cannabinoids in it, a battery, and an atomizer. 4 parts. Okay.
Are they safe? 'Cause that-
Vapes are safe too.
they are safe.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say the vape's not safe and they call this and. Damn, there we go. That's crazy too, because they would definitely say. Now, what about like the cream? Like for
Yeah.
pain, does that really work? Or
Yeah.
are the numbers off on that?
No, the cream's topicals will work.
Yeah.
You know, not for everyone. They sold medicine that one pill fits all of us, whether you white, black, woman, male, whether you pounds. They sold us,
Okay.
and guess what? Guess what the parents did? Sure,
Yeah.
makes 0 sense.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. Yeah.
Makes 0 sense.
Oh God, yeah.
Makes 0 sense.
Yeah.
So stop that brainwashing. Now I'm gonna tell everyone now. When I smoke weed, that's what happens to me because everyone has their own endocannabinoid system, which is unique. My ECS is for me, so I can't say when you smoke cannabis you're gonna get this,
Right.
this, and that.
Right.
Everyone is different. Some people are
Tolerance
gonna
level.
have good effects from cannabis, and there's gonna be some people that develop
Oh yeah.
cannabis use disorder, which
Yeah.
is addiction. Some
Yeah.
people are going to develop cannabis hyperemesis syndrome.
Yeah.
Some people are going to develop cannabis psychosis. Some people are going to develop cannabis-induced sleep disorder. You
Yeah.
feel me? Some
Yeah.
people are going to develop allergies to
Yeah.
cannabis.
Yeah. Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah. I feel you.
So there's a good, there's a bad, and
Yeah.
there's an ugly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good. Yeah.
But we're honest about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And like I say, the side
Yeah.
effects are what they are, but they don't really lead to like do.
Facts.
It does
No
lead
one
to-
has died from cannabis.
Right.
CBD has killed a pig.
Wow.
See, because I mean, do drug testing on animals, and we test them on monkeys and pigs. We give them the highest doses possible, stuff that humans will never take,
Okay.
just to get a baseline.
Okay.
So they're documented deaths with CBD
Okay.
because the pig actually froze to death, caused hypothermia.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So a lot of people cannabis in hoodies all the time.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would develop hypothermia.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
so they feel cold.
And they think they got low iron and all
Nah,
that
it's
stuff.
just a.
That's what they
that's
say
just
too.
what
You know, black
happens.
people, oh my iron
Yeah,
low.
you know, they just, you know, when I consume cannabis, I'm always in a hoodie. Like I'm like, damn, I'm like,
Damn.
yeah, I can forget to put the AC on,
Okay.
man. I'll be in the middle of summer in the car like this.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
damn, man, isn't this car? You know, vapes, one more time, documented vape deaths and injury since 2018. There's a condition called e-cig or vape-associated lung injury. They call it EVALI.
Okay.
So in 2018, it's because of the vitamin E acetate, you know, or it could be the heavy metals, or it could be this lung infection that was happening from vapes, right?
Okay.
The whole time that there's big pharmaceutical companies getting patents from the government for
Yeah.
vaporizers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Philip Morris,
Oh,
the
now we
big
get-
tobacco makers, they were granted a patent for vaporizers.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we never heard of anything after that.
Mm.
No more vape injuries, no vapes deaths, and Philip Morris. Now you have Europe. They're banning cigarettes by 2023.
Oh, what a coincidence, huh?
What a coincidence.
Winky dick.
And these companies are having vaporizer with 2 pods, cannabis,
Oh wow.
so they already are ready for the shift. They already been getting ready for the shift.
So I noticed one thing too, like growing up, like you said, we had that commercial where they crack your egg and just gave it to you raw, like this your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
Any questions? But now it seems like that it's a whole nother thing because now since it's like switched over to not just the black or brown thing, they got commercials where they all of a sudden got 1-800 numbers at the bottom of the screen. And if you hotline and epidemic was out,
Planned
right, definitely playing.
genocide.
Like you say, you grew up in the Reagan era. I came up in the Reagan era, and it was like the war on drugs at the same time. They putting it out on the streets and everything.
Ain't
But-
no selling it.
and now it's crazy because it just switched over to the opioids. Like you
Yeah.
say, it's hidden. And like you say, you go clubs that people off the Zanny bars and rappers.
On the lean,
It didn't-
double styrofoam cup. What's in that double
So,
styrofoam
I'm
cup,
gonna
bro?
say, so you know we got to keep hip hop too, because it's
Yeah.
the culture with everything. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely
Yeah.
the hip hop doc. How do you think the music business was? Do you think the music business was corrupted or helped the spread of this?
Yeah, the culture
Epidemic.
was definitely toxic for the opioid epidemic for the hip hop heads, for us. The opioid epidemic started out in the suburbs because medical discrimination always existed. You and I get a molar pulled when we're 12.
Okay.
We ain't getting shit.
Nah.
A white person might get a 30-day supply of Percocet as
Okay.
a kid.
Okay.
Our parents weren't in that range of getting plastic surgery in the 80s.
No, sir.
It
Hell
was,
no.
It was suburban white women that were getting the plastic surgery, getting the prescriptions, the benzos, all the pain pills,
Yeah.
and leaving half those bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
They started dying. That's when.
Remember the actress Anna, whatever. She died after having all those surgeries. They put on opioids.
Once it's a national epidemic, but when it was just in the inner cities with heroin and with our music, perpetuated opioids like the Dirty Sprite, Purple Rain, Future, and everyone, and then the culture of letting people just walk around with 2 cups.
Right.
You don't have 2 cups. That's not status.
Right.
You don't have bread.
Right.
You didn't pay $5,000
Right.
for activists. You didn't pay.
Right. It's not really the culture either.
No.
That's the problem too. They try
Because
to make
it's-
it the culture, and this is definitely opposite of the culture. You know
Because
what I'm saying?
you gotta understand, anyone that's it's your liver, it turns into morphine again. So now you have morphine and codeine and hydrocodone.
Wow.
You don't think you're gonna be addicted?
Wow. And you mixing it with the
Alcohol.
alcohol, the
Now you're
marijuana,
having
the everything else.
all additive.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, depleted very fast, and you won't be able to stop.
So I mean, after
You won't be able to
that's,
stop.
That's crazy too, though.
Yeah, and
It's
people that are popping pills, that are on pills, they can't stop because they're scared of needles. Heroin's way cheaper than one Roxy 30 sold for $30 on the street, or one perk sold for 15. You can get a little square for $6. But
People
they
don't-
never thought they're gonna be a junkie.
And they don't
when
want
they
the,
a
they
junkie,
don't want the marks. They don't want to
but
look
they're
like
already
a
a
junkie.
junkie. We don't
Yeah.
even say that word, but
Yeah.
they look at them and won't look down on them
Yeah.
when you the same.
Yeah. You sell.
You
That's
can
the
be
drug
heroin.
dealers. Now they selling them the drugs.
You do the
talking them-
same. It's the same compound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heroin. Heroin's gonna break down to codeine and morphine. You're gonna the same active metabolites in that perk. Why can't you look in the mirror and say I have a problem like that same
So
person?
the same dude selling the J's, the heroin, is the same dude. He just making his money back. He just, breaking even, if that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's a cold
it's the
word,
same
man.
game.
It's the same.
Heroin's an opioid. Heroin's not going to make money. We focused on punitive, jail time, fines.
Yeah.
When the solution is treatment centers.
Hmm.
And we bought it. They got richer. More genocide.
Damn. Now that's something. Damn.
It's Sunday.
Now the whole pandemic now is just a money run. Now a lot from like say the people who sell a mask all the way to the kids.
To the labs, to the testing.
everything.
Gotta test you all the time. Test.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a big check every time.
Damn.
Even the diagnosis, when someone gets into a hospital and they get a diagnosis, of COVID.
Yeah.
Look at the reimbursement. One person could be 20 grand.
Off a diet. They're saying you got it. Wow, that's crazy too because
So why are these hospitals filling up with COVID?
yeah.
Bread, bro.
Yeah, it's a money run.
Bread.
Yes, that's
Bread. We gotta understand capitalism is going to exist in every sector. You might be a good cook, but someone's going to say, "Hey, I want to make more money, so I might get some pork chops that been expired a week ago and hide it with some seasoning salt." It's capitalism,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, we have to wake up, bro. Who really has your best interest but you
True.
and the good doctor?
True, and a good
The
doctor.
guy with goons and teeth.
That's right.
You know,
that's right. That's
other
right.
than that, man, they're trying to sell you something, and you have to realize, why am I the customer? Why am I a customer of this? Why am I this consumer?